Avoid dragging the rod flat over the gap. This lack of technique prevents proper penetration and joint fusion, leaving the weld weak and unstable. Start the first pass using 6013 2.5mm rods at 55 amps. Maintain a steady arc to bridge the initial gap, focusing on creating a solid foundation between the two pieces of metal. Chip away the slag and wire brush the surface. Cleaning between passes ensures the next layer bonds correctly without trapping any impurities. For the second pass, increase to 85 amps. Use a rhythmic spot welding technique to build up material across the seam. This helps fill the remaining gap and thickens the weld for maximum strength. Clean the weld again. Remove all slag to prevent inclusions before starting the final decorative pass. Finish with a slow side-to-side weaving motion. This creates a wide, uniform bead that seals the joint with a professional look and ensures the edges are perfectly fused. Perform a final cleanup to reveal the metal. The result is a strong, structurally sound weld with a clean, stacked dime appearance that is ready for paint or assembly. Hey everyone! Today I'm going to show you a simple yet effective way to weld a heavy-duty hinge onto a metal frame. First, we need to align our square tube and the L-bar. I'm using a small welding rod as a spacer to ensure a perfect gap between the two pieces. Next, we take our hinge rod and mark the center. I'm going to weld some small pins onto both ends. This trick will help hold the hinge perfectly in place while we're tacking it to the frame. A quick grind ensures everything is smooth and ready for the next step. Now, place the hinge in the center of the gap. I'm using these thin metal shims to elevate the hinge slightly, making sure it's perfectly level with the top of our metal pieces. Alignment is absolutely key for a smooth operating hinge later on. Once everything is lined up, we'll do some tack welds on both sides of the hinge. This keeps it from moving or shifting during the welding process. Remember to keep your hands steady and always wear your proper protective gear. Now for the main weld. I'm using a smooth circular motion to create a strong, clean bead. Take your time here. You want deep penetration to ensure this hinge can handle a lot of weight and pressure over time. After welding one side, we'll repeat the process on the other. It's important to let the metal cool slightly between passes to avoid warping. Once finished, use a chipping hammer to remove the slag and a wire brush to clean up the entire area. Now it's time to remove those temporary spacers. A quick cut with the angle grinder, and we can finally see how the hinge moves. I'll add a final weld to the top of the hinge pins for extra security and a finished look. One last cleanup with the hammer and wire brush, and there you have it. A perfectly aligned, heavy-duty hinge that's built to last. Thanks for watching, and happy welding, everyone!